I started to suspect that, damn, seems like it's all not fair. Not fair at all. I mean, the way, I'm interacting with everyone, with my family, with my friends, with the boyfriends, and stuff. It felt like at once, I got that feeling like, damn, it's all not fair. Okay, it seems like this me, myself, isn't serving me anymore. And actually, hasn't been serving my entire life. Because the way I communicate with people doesn't seem like I am serving myself, with what I see from other people. I asked myself this simple question: okay, what is your biggest pain? I was talking to myself, right? I was like, okay, now I can see you're not happy about this, and that. But I didn't know from which side I have to, start to analyze this topic. What's wrong? I was like, okay, what's the biggest issue? The biggest issue is you, like the thing that you suffered the most about is me not being able to build a nice romantic relationship with a man, right? For me, my family, it's okay, we can deal somehow, but we don't have to live together necessarily and spend all our time together. With friends, okay, I can survive without them as well. But about men, I really wanted to be in a couple. And at some point I had that, like, okay, but it's not like I just want to be in a couple. It's actually my weakness. This is my obsession. When you're obsessed over something, you are ready to do almost everything. And when something has such big control over you, means you're weak. Means this is your weakness. I was okay, then this is my weakness, right? And I don't remember how that got into my mind. Something about it's really good when you give up your ego, because people can manipulate each other. When people manipulate each other, they don't manipulate souls, let's say. They manipulate the egos of each other. I got that understanding around 2 years ago or something. I was dating a guy again. You see, actually, now I understand that your weakness is also your power. It's not only your weakness, but also where all your power is. Because when you are trying to go deep, analyze, fight with this topic or whatever, you learn a lot that drives you so well. And whatever you are obsessed about, it's not only bad things about that, okay? So you see, whatever I got in my life, not 100%, but still a lot of things I've done because somehow it was related to me being in a relationship with someone, okay? And okay, I was dating that guy 2 years ago, and then he was like, the way he was acting, it was like damn weird. And I understood that, my God, the guy, it was just such obvious thing, guy had just this huge ego. And I was like, no way, I will keep somehow interacting with him. So we just broke up. I forgot about that. But then, thanks God, I had that self-reflection, worked well. And I realized that, damn, but if I got so angry, so annoyed, so blah blah because of his behavior, it means that I also have big ego. He just touched my ego, and that's why it pissed me off so much. And then I was like, okay, if you have big ego, means people can manipulate you, people can play you, people can control your emotions. And I got that idea that, okay, I need to get rid of my ego. I was so naive. I was pretty sure that, like, giving up your ego is like easy. It's busy. 1 minute and it's gone. Damn, I didn't know back then what is waiting for me in the future. Okay, so Then a year ago, when I broke up with that guy and I started feeling like really, really sorry for myself, it's all not fair. I need to change something. I had that idea. I need to change something, and that another idea of like giving up your ego is good is joined joined the first idea. It was like nice tandem. Okay, we need to change something, and we need to start with like giving up our ego. And I started to call everything ego. Like I was trying to identify for myself, okay, what ego is, where that ego is. Like if we want to kill that, we need to know where that enemy is. And I was like, okay, but probably ego. Okay, ego is something that helps us to present ourselves to the world. Like, look at me, this is me, you know. I am, for example, the most beautiful girl in this village. Yes, this is my title, and that's my ego. My ego is there, you know. So, but I was like, okay, I don't really care, I mean, that much about the way I look. I mean, yes, I like to be beautiful, but it's not how I'm trying to present myself to the world. Because have you seen those beautiful girls? They're everywhere, and now in them it's so hard to compete with them. So I decided to give up on that idea like a long time ago, because I was like, to sacrifice all my life trying to compete with those beautiful women, and no. Also about being super smart, and also about being super successful and everything. I was like, okay, I'm not trying like about all of that. I'm so simple, you know. And I was like, maybe I even don't have ego, you know. And then I started to tell everyone that, you know what, I don't have ego at all. I mean, I'm just like water, you know, like I'm so flexible, so simple and stuff. But then I was trying to find a way I can change myself, so other people will start treating me a little bit better. I don't know what a little bit better I was waiting for, but I think back then, I mean, a year ago, all the transformations that I was doing, I was trying to build a new version of myself that will be able to build a nice relationship. So you see, again, back then I was thinking about, okay, what I have to change in myself. So then I will never like meet a guy who will not be able to fall in love for me and stuff. And I realized that I have to start loving myself, and I even honestly didn't know what else I have to do. I was like taking really nice care of my health, and I was like, okay, what else I have to do, you know? Then I started to dig deeper into my relationship with my family. I found out that the way people are treated, the way I let people to treat me, everything comes from my childhood, from our relationship with my parents. I was talking about that so many times. Like, I think my last 3 videos are about that. Guys, watch that, because yeah, I was even surprised, you know, from that amount of stuff that I found there. I even like had no idea it all was there. But anyways, finally I just realized that, okay, because in my childhood I really wanted to get to get that unconditional love and attention and everything from my family. And because my family was like, all of them, they were too busy with their own stuff, and I was not able to get that attention. And plus I had my younger brother, much younger, you know, and I saw all attention was going to him, all love was going to him. And of course, but I was still trying, you know, so hard to get that. So I learned how to be extra nice to people, how to love people with all my heart, how to give them everything, how to put all of them in front of me. And that's what I've learned, you know. That was okay. If I can't just get that love, I have to earn that, and I will try so hard. And I was trying so hard, and then it's like it became such a habit, just like got so deep into my and subconscious and conscious and everything. And so when I became an adult, Even when people, they really piss me off, I'm just like, okay, you are much better than that. You are not going to mess up with them, and you have to be about that. And yeah, somehow I became very nice. I always thought that that's such a noble thing. There's nothing bad about that. Now I understand. This is where my ego is. Everything is about balance. I don't mean that I have to be like so aggressive, like that dog that hasn't eaten for like 8 days or whatever. No, I'm not telling about that. But being that nice that you even sacrifice yourself, and you better go and listen to their problems and help them and whatever, instead of spending time on working on yourself, on your hobbies, like that's not how it is supposed to be. So all my personal things were on the side. So I didn't develop them anyhow. Nothing has improved. Okay, something has improved a little bit, but I sacrificed so much, and for what? For what? And then you say that it's not my ego that wants to be so nice. I was like, okay, my ego is trying to get nice, something nice, like, I don't know, love, appreciation, understanding, acceptance from other people through being nice, being comfortable, being honest, being all those noble things, being extremely noble, okay? And I was like, okay, I have to fight that. I have to fight that stuff. There's no way I'll keep living like that, because I can see that I'm suffering a lot. Okay, I will fight my ego. And now it's the time when I want to tell you something. You think that my situation or the situation of other people who, have the same issue, you think this situation is so pathetic, right? And I will tell you, you know what? All people are pathetic. All. If you are not able to fight your ego, if your ego is leading you, but not your soul, you are pathetic. And you don't need, like, necessarily being in my situation to suffer because of that. Because what I learned, going through this topic for a really long time, trying to get more and more information, like also analyzing other people. There are some people who, for example, actually, how we get that specific ego, why someone's ego is about being noble, someone's ego is in being so beautiful, someone's ego in being like extra smart, and someone's ego is in being like super successful and like making billions of money. Why people have such different like egos, let's say, and how that ego is actually formed, right, after all. And then I've learned that the ego is formed based on what you saw around or experienced by yourself when you were a child. Because before 7, your mind is like a blank paper. There is nothing. If you, for example, were raised with the monkeys, you would like behave like a monkey, when you finally grow up. So it means that whatever you see around, you see people, you see your, for example, this caregivers suffering because of lack of money, right? So then it gets into your subconscious so deep that, okay, it is normal, it is just normal situation for me to suffer because of money, right? Then you grow up and you constantly are looking for, unconsciously, you don't even realize that, you are looking for those options, for those situations where afterwards you have to suffer because of lack of money. It's like me. I had lack of love. I have lack of understanding, of acceptance, everything from male. So my entire life, I was so unconsciously searching exactly for those men who can bring that to me. So they will prove again that yes, this is how it's supposed to be. Some people, so everyone's situation is so unique. Is unique. It is unique to the point that even like two kids growing up with the same parents and constantly watching them having like same fights, same lack of money, same whatever, they can, like those two kids, they can grow up and have two completely different egos. I mean, like one person will think that, okay, them, I just will use man, I just will make them like pay for me everywhere, and another child will decide that no, I will work so hard so no one ever can tell me this or that. So the way how it will, play out in you later is like so random also, but also so unique. But it is definitely based on what was happening to you when you were a child. But what I know for sure is that everyone has that ego, which equals obsession, how to understand where your ego is, that whatever gives you the most emotions. Like if you get that, you're extremely happy. If you don't get that, you are extremely sad, and you can do whatever for getting that how much you want it. You can sacrifice so much in order to get that. And that where your ego is. And what else I can say is that your ego can jump from one topic to another one. When, for example, you get this one and you've done with this one, it goes to the next level. So, for example, a woman might be so obsessed over the idea to have a family. So obsessed, and then finally meets a man, and then they make a family, and then, for example, that woman, she's mentally abused by that man, by her husband, right? But she can't leave him because she doesn't have money, because she depends on him financially. So then she starts to get obsessed over an idea to become financially independent. She doesn't want to fulfill her purpose. She doesn't want to find something that she would love to do with all her heart. She just wants money, financial independence. That's it, period. Because for her, money equals peace of mind. That's based on her situation. That's why it can change. And but whatever it is, where your ego isn't healthy at all. Because what your ego wants, by the way, your ego is in left hemisphere. Also in left hemisphere, we have our human language. That's why your ego loves talking day in, day out, telling you all that bullshit, like, look at them. And of course, comparing everything to you. So you know why you are so sad most of the time? Because your ego is constantly comparing your life to other people's life, your appearance to other people's appearance, your income to other people's income. So always comparing things, and that's why you are always not happy, right? Your ego doesn't want you to be unique, and doesn't want you to be happy. It just wants you to fit in. And also your ego is led by your childhood trauma. Your ego can't speak, because in that hemisphere we have language and we have critical thinking, logic, everything. Your soul, which can reach out to you through your intuition, like all that gut feelings, deja vu, also everything is in your right hemisphere. And as you can understand, in right hemisphere we don't have human language. Right hemisphere doesn't have language skills because it's here. So that's why basically your soul can't speak to you using human language. When you are speaking with yourself, you are talking to yourself, right? you are like explaining certain things using like English, German, whatever. Anyways, but when that comes to intuition, right? Also, when like those dreams, you feel that, you have feelings. It's not about words. That's why to be able to listen to your soul, which knows what you have to do to be happy, like your soul knows that, for example, you have to protect your boundary with your family. That's all I knew from my soul. Like I was talking about, how my boundaries were crossed by my family, and then like that unhealthy attachment to my mom, that could kill me actually, and so many things I knew about all of that because my soul told me, because I just learned how to turn off the sound of my ego, so I can my soul can reach out to me, so I finally can listen to my soul. And my soul told me all of that. Most of the things while I was sleeping through my dreams. And I'll make another video about that because it's just fantastic. It's just, I still can't believe how my soul is talking to me and telling like through my dreams. It's just amazing. And so I will have to make another video about that. But anyways, most of the things that I had to know in order, finally to get rid of that old version of myself and get the new one, which is going to serve me, like to really serve me, not like it was with the old me that I was serving people, but the new one that is going to serve me. All of that I knew. My soul told me that. My soul told me what I have to do. So I feel extremely happy, so I don't feel that anxiety anymore, so it fulfills my heart, it fulfills my soul, and all of that I knew because I was listening to my soul, not to my ego, because the only thing that my ego is telling me is, and actually not my ego telling me, that's the most horrible part, but it is just telling me, saying what the government is trying to tell me, the educational system is trying to tell me, those higher ups are trying to tell me, industries are trying to tell me, because they want to sell their products, and so in order to sell their product they have to convince me that I need that so badly. If you will look closely, you will understand that everyone is actually against you, even your parents, because they just want you to be convenient for them, comfortable for them. It is such a rare thing to find a person, who's just so happy when you follow your soul, when you are happy, and that person can just love you unconditionally, and you can be authentic you and whatever. But you can meet that person for sure when you will let yourself be that person, when you will stop judging yourself, when you will trying to find that purpose and fulfill that purpose, when you will be always a priority for yourself, no matter what, always, then you will be able to find that person. But what I wanted to say is that everyone has something that he has to fight in order for his soul to evolve. For me, it's maybe to learn how to really love myself, but not other people. But for someone, and I know many people like that, because of their childhood, they didn't learn how that close, intimate relationship between man and woman is supposed to work, that they have no idea about that, so they avoid those close relationships at any cost. So now they're like 40, 45, they are so successful, like at work, with their business, making lots of money, having like lots of hobbies, living their life for themselves, but like so lonely. It's not like they don't have options, they can't open themselves to that, and for them they have to fight that ego, when they have to know how to open for someone else and how to start like taking care of someone else. But because again, that all came from their childhood, but this is the lesson that they have to learn, this is the something that they have to overcome You see, totally two opposite things. It could be, yes, it could be that some people, they have to do this in order to evolve. Some people, they have to do this because it's all about balance. It's all about balance. So, you know, I'm on this side of the same plane. Those people who only care about themselves, they from other sides. And we have to do, you know, we have to fight our ego in order to find that balance. Then it can work from other directions as well. Like, for example, someone is just so focused on money, you know, just money, money, money. So no hobby, no pleasure, nothing they have to learn. Someone is so focused on being independent. I know those kind of people, and I even know what kind of bill they have to pay in the end, like what kind of punishment they have for this, because like everyone will have to pay his bill if he is not able to fight his ego and overcome this particular obsession. Oh, everything is so logical. Yes, of course, we have to evolve because everything has to evolve. Our universe is constantly expanding itself. We, as part of this universe, we also have to evolve. So that's why, yes, so we have to fight our ego. But when you fight your ego, when you give up your ego, you get everything that you want. You get everything what you want, but just in a healthy way, because you got rid of that unhealthy attachment. You know, the universe is teaching us how to not get attached, because we come here with nothing and we leave this place with nothing. That's it. We only have our soul. Even our body isn't forever. We only have our soul. So that's why it is teaching us, always teaching us, you know, how to not get attached to anything in this world, even to some abstract things like independence and stuff like that. You know, everything is meant to be. Everything is meant to be. You know, being on your own and being okay with that is meant to be. Being with other people in nice relationship is meant to be. Is everything is nice, but it's all about balance, you know. And we people, we tend to go to extremes all the time. You see those people constantly drinking and like procrastinating and like they don't give a shit about their health. And look at the people who are like spending their entire life in the gym, and like all their pictures about gym, all their stories, their whatever is about sport, healthy stuff, meditation, healthy stuff. It's also not healthy. So whatever goes to extreme isn't healthy. And since everyone will have to pay his bill, it's better to do that now, because you not only will stop suffering finally, because if you learn how to stop attaching yourself that much to people, things, whatever, you will finally get that peace of mind. But after you get the peace of mind, you can get what you want, because the only thing that the universe really wants is you stop being attached to something. So moment you stop being attached, you get that. You know, when I stopped being attached to the idea of having like a nice body, you know, with nice shapes, because I was obsessed over that idea of losing weight since I was a teenager. And when I stopped being obsessed over that idea, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to sacrifice my whole life like comparing myself to other women. You know what? I don't care. I don't care how I look. Like, and just I accepted myself, and after some time I just added some care for my health. I started taking care of my health. I lost weight like this, without even trying hard, without going to extremes, that was the first time when actually I've done that, and I was like, okay, that how giving up ego works. I got that. This is how giving up ego works. First, you give up your ego, which is hard because you were most of the like. It's not hard, for example, yes, to give up about like if I'm not so obsessed over the idea like being beautiful and having like best body ever. For me, like accept myself it's much easier than, for example, for other women, right? But when your obsession is there, it's much harder. It's much harder. It's like you have to watch the old you dying in fire, and you can't do anything with that, and you are all in pain, and you are alone on top of that, and like it's such a hell. I'm telling you, it's awful. It's awful, but it is so worthy. You have to do that, because then you can win yourself back and you can get everything and even more. So it's much better. It's much better to sacrifice. I would like to say a little bit, but yeah, you have to sacrifice a lot. Sometimes you have to sacrifice like almost everything, because you need to clean up the space for new things. So, giving up your ego is the best idea ever. You already know how to find your ego. You already know that in order to fight that ego, probably you have to turn to like just the opposite side and go into the opposite direction. That's probably like, for example, me, always been so focused on other people, I had to turn my face to myself, and that's all, of course, like so hard. But in ourselves we trust, in the universe we trust, and a good sense of humor can save you no matter what. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, of course, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you want to watch even more videos, right? Because I'm going to keep talking, because I'm blah blah dash. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.